I remember when I was recording 51631, this is what, 2015, something like that. And I remember being in the studio with Nature, you know what I'm saying? And like, I remember, and I just remember like when I remember being a kid, and I remember being a kid, you know, when I was in high school, we was crazy about Queensbridge rap. Like, you know, all of the different, you know, we going from Nas to Mobb Deep to, you know, Capone Noriega to Nature to Lakey the Kid to Cormega to Prodigy to, you know, just all these different artists that we were just big fans of. And Nature was definitely at the top of that list. You know what I'm saying? And I remember just that feeling of being in the studio with him and like them coming to me like, yo, he's going to do the verse. He's going to do it. He's going to do it right now. He's writing it right now. And I'm just like, holy shit. You know, I had to like actually grab my cousin and take him outside. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that, that's definitely one of those moments. I remember the mood and the vibe in the studio when I recorded Bill Cosby, which is like still one of my biggest records today. Like, you know, if I do a show and I don't perform that, I may get beat up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to have that, you know? Yeah, definitely the Bill Cosby record. I would say when I put out Every Day, which is more like more of a radio push type of record. I could just the vibe in the studio. I remember like we after I finished it, we were playing it pretty loud, and like artists from like the other studio rooms in the studio started coming out, and everybody came in there and was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that type of feeling. Those feelings, there's nothing like that. Nothing gives you a better high than music. You know what I'm saying? I could probably name a bunch of other moments too, where like I just knew, like, that's the thing. Like when you're doing something and you know it's special, it's like it's just that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And it really, you know, like I said, it's the better than that in the world. I mean, the thing about me, when it comes to Artest, like with me and Diabolic, like when I first, like me and him we just hung out like maybe at least a good 6 months before we even started doing music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, we put our sons together and just let them play. We go drink beers or something. You know what I'm saying? Like just that type of vibe, you know. And we hung out like that for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then we finally just started when like I said, when we started to started to go into business together and open up the studio. I had started playing it. I played the beat for him, and he was like, yo, that's just pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So we started to just like throw out ideas or whatever. And that's the thing about, like, you know, when you have your own studio, it's like, it's so much better because you can really just like, you know, any idea that you have, you can like kind of just start there and build on it. It's not like in the studio where, you know, it's not in the studio where, you know, you're being timed or whatever the case is. So I went in and I laid the hook, and then I put together my bars, and I would just let it play for like, you know, for a little bit. And he was, you know, I remember him walking back and forth and, you know, mumbling to himself, you know what I'm saying? And then he went in and I was like, Jesus, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a really good vibe. And, you know, he loves the whole, we always talk about like Artest, and like, we talk about like that Pacers team, and like, you know, when that crazy moment when they went they went in the stands and beat up, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because on the Madness album, when he's on the Madness album too, you know, I have a song on there called 44th Chamber. It's me, Diabolic, and King Magnetic. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and he goes back to if you listen to his rhyme, some of his bars go back to that Artest thing. So look out for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like we came full circle, you know. I mean, as far as the legacy, man, I just number one, I just want to be revered as one of the greats, one of the great MCs, those guys that we still talk about from 20 years ago. I want to be one of those guys where they're like, yo, that dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be the best. I just want to be in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? And definitely as far as just like Long Island hip hop being one of the forefathers of this generation of that whole thing, and bringing talent, you know, helping to open doors and bring talent forth. Because I think Long Island gets forgotten about a lot in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have a lot of a lot of bricks in the foundation of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think, so I definitely want to be a part of that, being a part of shedding some light on what's going on in my hometown, or whatever you want to call it. As far as outside of music, I put my CEO hat on a couple years ago, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm definitely looking to get into real estate, investment, stocks, things like that, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Passive income. You know what I'm saying? The older I get, the more and more I value the time with my family and the vacations, and, you know, or just sitting at the house barbecuing or whatever. Like, you know, I really, you know, just sitting there watching my kid play. You know what I'm saying? I think to me that's, you know what I'm saying? I really enjoy that a lot. And you know, as far as the travel, like I feel like even if I'm not rapping, even when I get older, if I'm not rapping, I'm always going to be doing something involved in the music business, because it's just like something that makes me happy. You know, the biggest thing, I just need everybody to go out and make sure they support the madness. Yo, this is going to be, I'm saying it now, this is one of the best albums of 2020. Like that, you know, just from front to back. Like I sometimes I sit and listen. And I'm like, damn, like, yo, you did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's almost like it's not even me, but it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, you'd be surprised with the right vibe and the right ambiance what you could do. You know what I'm saying? And me and BP, we really hit the nail on the head. You know what I'm saying? With this one, best album of 2021, hands down. I don't want to hear about none of these other guys, none of these other albums. Best album of 2021, The Madness, John Jigg's BP.